There's really no one thing that makes Temecula a great place to live. But if I had to point to something that makes me proud to be part of this wonderful city, it would be the spirit and the love of the people who live here. There are over 750 501c3 nonprofit organizations in the Temecula Valley working for our citizens each and every day. It's the people who make the Spirit of Temecula, and nowhere is that spirit more evident than in our nonprofit community.
People ask me very often, what makes Temecula so special? And the answer is very clearly that it's our citizens.
We volunteer because it's who we are. It's service. It's our community. Anything we give makes it better. How can that not be the best thing you can do with your time?
Temecula is a great place. One of the things that I felt from the early 80s about how great this particular city is, and it wasn't even a city then, it was just a little community where you could come into, is that people really banded together to do things. If something needed to be done, there was always a core of volunteerism that was there to get the work done.
I think we have a community of problem solvers here, and they're all in it for the same thing. We want it to be the great place that it is to live and do business and to raise a family and to go to school. And so everybody's a problem solver. The community's been great for me. I want to turn around and help you.
So Circle of Care has been serving the Temecula Valley since 1999. We serve about 350 families every week with daily necessities.
Michelle's Place provides diagnostic mammograms and ultrasounds for women who are under 40, have no insurance, and have a lump in their breast.
The Assistance League has been in Temecula since 1989. We provide clothing for needy children in grades K through 12.
Many people don't understand what hospice is all about. They think it's a building. They think it's a place that people go to. What they don't understand until they need it is that hospice is care that comes to you. And we provide their medical care, spiritual care, and other emotional supportive care.
SAFE stands for Safe Alternatives for Everyone, and it was started in 1998 here in Temecula by citizens of Temecula. And we provide services for domestic violence victims and their children, as well as child abuse and youth violence prevention programs.
Temecula Noon Rotary Club started in '75. Rotary itself is 108 years old, so we've been around just long enough to make an impact in the community, where we've done school scholarships, we've supported international projects, local projects. We have a community project that we do for the last 15 years, which is our Holiday Basket program. We've worked with the Rotary Park that's down in Old Town. Name a community project, Rotary's probably been involved.
We started our Nicholas Foundation about 8 years ago when our son was diagnosed with autism. We've expanded into a variety of different areas. We have support groups, we have play dates monthly, we have different sports programs, different technology, all kinds of neat things that have been there and grown because of the support of the community here.
The Boys and Girls Club have been serving kids and families in Temecula and its valley for approximately 23 years. We serve approximately 12,000 kids a year.
In 1994, we recognized that there was a need for the youth in our area to have an opportunity to be involved in the performing arts. We work with teens and we also work with adults. So the program has expanded from its original conception in 1994 because our community has expanded.
With all the places in Southern California that I've worked, I have never seen the amount of support by leadership and by a city like Temecula. Not only have they supported us with grants, but just the support of connecting us with people, having business. The atmosphere is one of, they know the nonprofits in this town make the town better.
We cannot be all things for all people as government. And what we've discovered is that what we do best is actually partnering and facilitating. And so we've created a number of partnerships with nonprofits in the community.
When the city can, it's great that the city steps up to support the nonprofits because it goes full circle. Those nonprofits then support the cities, they support the job base, they support everything that's good in the community. So you've got one thing leading to another and it comes around full circle. When the city supports the nonprofits support the families then turn around and make Temecula a better place to live.
The way that nonprofits operate, and they should operate, is they work with the city. We're a team.
I would say that there is no way that the city could duplicate in terms of resources, the cost, and the expertise to do some of the work, or all of the work, that the nonprofits do in our community today.
Used to be there were 3 or 4 events a year supporting a nonprofit. And now there are things every weekend. There's several things every weekend.
No one is ever turned away on a basis of their ability to pay for services, and this would not be possible without the generosity of the people in this community and the way the businesses literally just come together, and they're so generous with their time and their resources in helping us reach out and take care of our patients and our families in our community.
We are really no different than any other nonprofit in our community. We can't survive without the support of our business community. Corporate sponsors and the volunteers that not only donate their time but donate their money to this organization is absolutely vital to our success.
When they understand what you're doing and you put it out there and present it to them the right way, they want to get involved, and their employees get involved.
The business community is instrumental to Michelle's Place and its success. Without them, we couldn't provide the services that we do provide. The practitioners, the medical offices, BreastLink, for instance, that provides all of our mammograms and ultrasounds at a discounted price. Those are the things that allow us to do what we do.
Birth Trace is supported by the business community in that they provide volunteers for us. They provide help at all of our events. Business community also provides donations and matching grants through things like Walmart matching grant program. Abbott has helped us with matching grant programs, and many of the businesses that we work with through the Team Referral Network give actively to Birth Trace of Temecula.
When you find people who are doing things solely because they care, it's unbelievable what can be accomplished, and that's what we see in Temecula.
So back in 2007, when the wildfires were devastating to San Diego residents, they came up here to Temecula, and 6 emergency shelters were established. So we worked hand in hand with the city officials, with other nonprofits, with the grocery stores, the department stores. It all came into our warehouse and then distributed out to the different shelters. And it really showed the spirit of Temecula at that time.
Every year, we partner with our Temecula School District partners, our nonprofit partners, and we identify families that wouldn't have holiday without us. So at Thanksgiving, we gather the Thanksgiving meal, traditional classic Americana. We're talking about 200 families. That's 400 children. That's pretty serious here in Temecula.
So through Michelle's Place, which is the only provider in the Inland Empire doing this service, they're able to find out, do I have breast cancer? What is that lump? Am I gonna be okay? Is this normal? We're really truly saving lives.
We actually had a social event earlier this year where we had about 40 families together with the support of a local restaurant, and everybody got each other, and it was a community that had been built, and we kind of just took a step back and realized, this is what it's about. We were lost when we started this foundation, and we didn't know where to go. People didn't understand our child in line. You'd be judged for any kind of temper tantrum or anything else, but we kind of had an aha moment over the last few months that the beauty of what's happened is we have a partnership not only within our community of autistic families, but we have a partnership with the typical population that we never had before. People understand and are aware of what autism is, and that wouldn't be possible without all the different partnerships that we have.
With the autism increase we have that I think nobody knew about it until probably around 5 or 6 years ago, and how it was increasing because everybody kind of kept it on the back burner and they didn't want to talk about it. Now people talk about it. Now it's out, and I have never seen so much support for something like this, and I'm proud of my city.
If I could describe those magical relationships that make Temecula what it is, I think I would say seamless.
Teamwork, heart,
collaboration,
spirit. It's the spirit and the love of the people who volunteer in this community and the businesses that support them that makes our city so successful. Our community is one that is always working to create a better future for the generations to come. Good morning.
Well, good morning.
I was wondering, I'm thinking about moving my family here to Temecula. My great-great-granddaddy used to live in Temecula back in the day, and he told me some crazy stories. Do you happen to have any books on what the future of Temecula will look like?
The future? Well, maybe if you want to learn about the future, maybe you need to start with taking a look at the past. This just came back this morning.
The past? 1,000 Years in Temecula Valley by Tom Hudson. Future. Come on!